Hello, I'm going to be showing today the differences between the vanilla Minecraft without any shaders, vanilla Minecraft with shaders, with Optifine, and then I converted my Java world here into a bedrock world. So we're going to do a look around that and see what the bedrock RTX, or the Minecraft RTX, looks like versus the Minecraft, or the Java version here. So first off, I'm going to load some chunks in here, but this is based off of this is on my server. This is my little spawn point here with a mall, little house. There's a plane up here that's taking off from a yet to be completed airport. And then over here is where I'm going to make a large, like downtown shore type area. So I've got a couple buildings here that are basically, they're modeled after some buildings from Grand Theft Auto 5. One is the Eclipse Tower here, and then one is the Integrity Way Tower that has like a purple glowing thing on the top. And I'm going to go back and load my industrial district area where some farming stuff. And this is for the most part vanilla Minecraft. There's some data packs and resource packs from vanilla tweaks on here to make some of the glass look a little bit different. Like this is all solid glass here, but it takes the borders off of it. I like the look of it a little bit better. This is also another little tweak where it shows stuff is ready to be harvested. And then I have a HUD that's down there that tells me where we're actually at. So one more thing I want to look at down here is in the I have a little metro rail that runs between my base here and my brother's base, which is a few thousand blocks away. And this is what it looks like without any shaders, just the pure vanilla lighting and all that. So come down here and I use some colored glass with sea lanterns behind it. This just says ID for industrial district. Some redstone so the carts automatically kick you out and pop back up. And then I've got a little guy here that's the keeper of the thing, and you can trade for him some stuff. So this is what vanilla lighting looks like. What I'm going to do is go back to the base, and we're going to switch on some shaders, and I'll show you what it is while it's still daylight out. You can see the clouds up there. But pretty much everything has the same light level. It's all pretty much so bright. Let's go over here and land on the roof. Alright, so now I'm going to enable, we're going to use the sus renewed shaders. And once we get this loaded here, we come back, and now we see the clouds are now more cloud-like. They're not blockish. We also see that there's a lot of light in directions. You can see shadows here. The water has a nice effect to it as well. Has this nice little ripple effect. And if we go back over here to the downtown living building, right now these buildings are mostly empty. I haven't put the floors or anything in them, but you can see that there's some nice cool reflection or effects with the glass and the lighting. This is a little hotel over here that I built. It's a villager breeder that fills the mall with villagers to trade with. There's some lava. And over here, it looks pretty close to being the same. Except now we have nice shadows on the ground because the sun is there. And it's a little bit of a washed out, not as a harsh color as the vanilla lighting is. Let's go ahead and do this. This is a little fountain that you can see some lighting effects to it. And let's go back down and look at the little subway metro area here. Now this is all done with sea lanterns, and I haven't really tweaked too much of the lighting, so they look a little blown out. So I need to work with that. But as you can see down here, the dark glass, the white glass, and then the colored glass, this just goes on and on and on. It's a dark tunnel. I have a data pack that makes nether brick black instead of red, because I like the black better. That's with torches behind it, and then this is just sea lanterns all the way down. That actually goes down to bedrock. And we will go back up, and we'll go look at my little nether hub base for a minute. See the dark glass. And this takes us into the nether. This is the start of my little nether hub base. It's purple with some nether brick, basalt, quartz, shroom lights. This goes up to my piglin trading hall, where I do a bunch of trades for gold. And it is on the roof of the nether, which I know in bedrock is impossible, I believe, to even get on the roof, so we won't be looking at the RTX in bedrock, because I don't know if it'll actually load this, but these are shroom lights with yellow glass over top of it. And then this is my piglin trading hall, and it's sort of hard to see them because I think I have like a dark glass in there. There's not a lot of light behind it. But it's all shroom lights, and then out here is the actual nether. And it's just, as far as the eye can see, this is actually the nether roof. Trails to a guardian farm. And let's go back downstairs, because it's getting close to being dark. We'll do a quick fly through after the sun goes down, or hopefully we'll catch the sun going down. And then we will switch back to the no shaders to look and see what it looks like without the shaders being on. See the sun starting to set over to the west there. Go up here and get on top of this plane. Oop, missed that. Alright. So we got the sun setting. That's a nice circular sun with the shaders on versus the normal square one that's in vanilla Minecraft. Just like everything is square in Minecraft. But the shaders make it look kind of cool. Need to go reload that chunk some. But over here, you can see how the shaders make all the lights glow. I did put sea lanterns in my road as the middle light, basically to light a way around. We go over here to the two tall buildings. As I said, they're not totally finished. They've got some light in them. Got some purple on the side there. It's in the actual game. This one has a spire at the top here that I'm still trying to work out how I want it to look, because it doesn't really fit into how Minecraft actually works. So I need to come up with a new way of doing it. And if we go down here and try to avoid the mobs. I don't know if I left the door back in here or not. I think I did. This was one of the garages. So what I did is I put like a glass floor, then lined it to try to make it look bright, but with shaders on it really doesn't look that bright. So this will be a good place to take the shaders off, and we'll see how bright, or how this changes. And it's a little bit brighter. You still have some weird color and stuff. I need to figure out if I can do something with the floor to make it a little bit brighter. But as you can see, the rooms in here are much brighter. I am not going to open these doors because I'm pretty sure there's probably mobs in there right now, because it's not lit up a lot at all. So let's go back out here. Still getting used to the elytra. So now you can see this is actually kind of bright. It still doesn't match what I want it to. You can see there. And because I took the shaders off, it's got to reload some chunks. So let's go back and reload the base. And you can see it's a little bit more of a harsh light. It's not as yellow as well as with the shaders on. Here you can see way off in the distance the stuff there. This is my Guardian farm rail. That over there is the villager breeder. This is a hotel that I've been working on. Each floor has like one of these suites. Has like a bedroom and a little loft area, or a little porch area and a bathroom in the back. And let's go out to the industrial district. Let's see how it looks at night. Yeah, the plane has some light in the inside of it, so that's why it's lit up. The industrial district, there's not a lot of light out here. It's mostly just in the buildings. So we have the subway that goes back to the base. There's the villager, or this is an iron farm here with villager farmers. This is a wool farm, so it's lit up pretty well. And U-Tool is basically like a stock place for all of my different blocks and utilities. Basically trying to make it like a Home Depot or something, but I call it U-Tool based off of the GTA version of Home Depot, because I usually play GTA a lot too. So, as you can see, I've got the ground lit up a lot because of the, to keep it from not being spawnable, blown up by creepers too many times. This is actually a creeper farm here. It's basically down at bedrock. But this is what Minecraft looks like with normal lighting and then shader lighting. One of the shader types that you can get. So now let's switch over and look at it on bedrock. Okay, so we're back with the server on bedrock. Now this was a process to convert the server, or the server world, from Java over to bedrock. So not everything rendered exactly the same. For example, this is dark glass with ray tracing turned on, and you can't even see through it. In here, I didn't show this in the previous video, but a lot of these unknown blocks just randomly appeared. Not sure what this was from, but again, it's not part of the video, so it's not really there. What we're looking at is how Minecraft with RTX renders light versus doing normal Minecraft with shaders. This is actually using the one of the resource packs from NVIDIA. I think it's this NVIDIA HD Foundational Art Resource Pack. I did switch this to creative mode just because I didn't want anything spawning, and or I thought I did. Let's go back and actually switch it to creative mode. Well, I turned off, I made it peaceful as well. So, as you can see, the water looks kind of cool. I think I'd prefer the top of the water with the shaders versus the top of the water with the RTX on it. However, once you go underwater, you can now see the beams of the sunlight actually coming through. This was actually blue glass, and it's kind of hard to see through it now. So let's get up and take a look here. See, most everything's about the same. The one thing I don't like about the RTX version is the clouds. They're very hard edged. I mean, even though you have a lot of this nice light, the sun's still square, the clouds are square. I really wish there was a way to make it more like the shader version, to make it look like it was not these hard edge clouds, to make it more cloud-like versus just blocks of white flying through the air. As we go over here to the other buildings, these are done with sea lanterns. However, in this resource pack, sea lanterns don't give off light that well, if at all. So this isn't really lit up, and the building's not lit up that well either. If we look out here, there's another, you can see more of the water, and it changes the texture underneath of the water some, because I think they updated some of those blocks to be different. Dirt's a little bit more solid versus the random that it was. Again, these are random blocks. I don't know what this is. When I actually look at it, it just says it's an unknown block. So it should be sand. I don't know why it's rendered like that, but it probably has to do with how I converted the world from PC to Java, or from Java to Bedrock. there are known issues with converting them. So, one of the things that is weird too is the top of the trees and everything just sort of has this glow to it that's sort of unrealistic in my mind. But you do have the clouds that give a nice shadow on the ground, which is cool. But again, they're hard edge clouds up in the sky here. And I wonder if we render clouds off, what it'll do. So let's turn off the clouds. Only beautiful skies on. So if we turn off the clouds, it's kind of cool. I didn't like the blockiness, but you get this haze that's produced. So we'll go over here to the industrial side. It's basically the same. I mean, it's got this hard, not a hard light, but the glowing on it sort of gives everything a plastic type feel, and it could just be the resource pack, but I don't think grass should glow like that. It makes it sort of look wet. One of the things I didn't show you was when it rains, how the shaders actually make it look like this. It makes it look all wet, but it also has water on the ground. It made my the inside of my sheep farm area just completely dark because of the water here, or the glass with the water going through it. I believe this is iron block. It's a weird texture for iron block. Yes, it is iron block because this is all made out of iron. It's a very odd choice for a color for iron block. But one of the things you will notice too is when you go in and out of buildings that are enclosed. I mean, you have your light sources in here. Yeah, they didn't render the heads because those were a special data pack that I had that were actually Hermitcraft heads. And then when you come outside, it's the bloom, and that actually is kind of cool. I do like that. Let's go look inside a Target and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's a little dark. I don't like the red around some of this. I think this is actually like dark. I guess it is red stained glass. I thought it was a different color. This is just all wool that I've gotten out of the sheep farm. The funny thing is, so this here is clear stained, or this is clear glass, and it's almost impossible to see through it. If you go underneath of it, it looks like it's a dark gray or tinted glass. The weird part is this is white glass in the Java version. You can actually see the reflections on here. That's actually really cool. But this is actually white glass in Java and not clear. This is green glass. This is my creeper farm hole, which if you get down all the way down here, yeah, it looks kind of cool. And if we put a torch down here, you can see that one torch does that. That's a soul's torch, which is a little less. That's an end rod, which gives off a more white light, which I actually like, versus that, which is the torch is sort of yellowish light. And the sea lantern doesn't give off anything. Let's see what the shroom light does. So let's do shroom light. Let's pick a string light here. It doesn't do anything. Let's get some lanterns. And we'll get a jack-o'-lantern just for fun. So if we put down the jack-o'-lantern, or if we put down the jack-o'-lantern, it doesn't really light up that much at all. Regular lantern is a really subdued light. Again, it's a yellowish based one. Blue soul sword or soul lantern. But I think I like the harshness of the white light there for some reason. But now that it's dark, let's go up and look and see how it looks. We got the sun setting, we got all the lanterns out. It gives it a sort of a twinkle. I miss the Optifine being able to zoom in to show that to you. You can sort of see it over here on the cactus farm. It kind of looks cool. Let's go into the flowers here, shop here. It's actually pretty bright in here because of all the lanterns that are in here. So yeah, you can see a little mine hole there that I dug to get down to a mine shaft. You see the twinkling of the torches coming in as we fly over it. And this is actually something that's really hard to do in Bedrock Minecraft, is put a redstone torch on top of an iron fence. In fact, I don't think you can even do that anymore unless they've changed it in this. So let's actually try. So let's get an iron fence. And let's get a redstone torch. And try to put it on. Yeah, see, you can't put a redstone torch on top of an iron fence like you can in Java. However, when you copy the world from Java to Bedrock, it stays there, but if that would break, you can't replace it. You can't fix it. This fire looks really weird. I don't know why, but it looks like it doesn't look as cool as what I thought it should. If we go into the mall, it's going to be really dark. Actually, when I first converted this world, I couldn't get in because this button actually spawned underneath of that for some reason. But it's kind of cool. You can't see it from the outside because this light or the windows are dark. But it actually does look kind of bright in here. Now, if I go up to my hotel, I can't say the same thing. So if we go inside, it's almost pitch black. It's almost like we had a power outage because I was using sea lanterns to light up everything, and of course all the trap doors came down during the conversion. And they actually even got way out of place too. But back here in the restaurant, it's actually kind of bright because of all the actual lanterns that are going on. Notice though how they're missing a tiny little gap there between them. It's a difference between Java and Bedrock. Same with these signs that are just floating in midair. They're actually against the wall. This was a freezer. These two signs, or these two item frames with the meats, they were actually on top of this in the Java version, so it's kind of funny that they're on the wall now. that's about it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, click the like, thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you want to do. See you next time.